Elon Musk is going to be losing some allies on Tesla's board of directors in the next couple of years. This is kind of unexpected, but it could be good for Tesla. I'll tell you all about it coming up next.
Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric.
Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button down there so you don't miss anything moving forward. Now, yes, this news has been kind of unexpected, kind of breaking throughout the weekend. And at first, I wasn't really thinking it's a big deal, but it kind of is. So Tesla's board of directors right now has 11 members. So what they're going to do, they're going to cut out 4 members. And I don't mean replace them. It's just going to go down from 11 to 7 members of the board. Now, the people who are going to be leaving are mainly Elon's allies. So, as you know, very recently, because of the SEC lawsuit and a settlement, they had to add a couple of independent directors. And then on top of that, the new chair who replaced Elon Musk, Robin Denholm. Now, even though she's independent, she recently made some interesting statements about Elon's behavior, including the fact that she said she sees nothing wrong with the way he uses Twitter, even though the reason she became a chair is because he misused Twitter and got in a lawsuit and a big fight with SEC and had to settle. As you know, they are once again having a dispute over another tweet that Elon sent earlier this year. The judge sent them back to kind of behave like adults and try to settle it. They've asked for an extra week, but they're going to have to figure something very soon. But I'm wondering if this is part of that process of them figuring things out. Maybe SEC said, listen, why don't you remove some of your, buddies from your board, and then we'll kind of forget this ever happens. I can see that happening because, guys, whether you love Elon or not, or Tesla and stuff like that, the way things work with corporations are just, for good reason, is so that the board of directors are supposed to oversee the executive staff, including the CEO. But when it's your buddies, then you kind of do whatever you want, and that's what's kind of been happening, and that's how he got in trouble with his tweets. And even if you're the biggest Elon fan, you probably wish that this stuff never happened. He never sent this 420 tweet or the 500,000 cars in a year by the end of the year tweet, because all it did was add negativity, negative publicity to the company, while there's so many good news with a Model 3 and a self-driving features and and a Model Y unveiling and just so many other things. So even if you're a huge fan of Elon Musk and Tesla, you probably kind of don't want them to send out tweets like that. As you know, part of the SEC settlement is that there was supposed to be a committee or some sort of a group of attorneys or whatever inside Tesla that would approve tweets that have something to do with possibly moving the stock. The last problem that they had is because he didn't do it with a tweet that SEC considered to be material to that. And we'll see if they'll be able to figure it out. But nevertheless, the independent board is good for any company, and especially with someone like Elon Musk, who wants to be a rebel, but really it only damages the company. And he hates the shorts, but he's helped them so much, and nobody wants to see that. Now, there's a quote from them, and they're basically saying why they're doing it. They're saying, well, to allow the board to operate more nimbly and efficiently. I'm not really sure what that means, because 11 board members is not that many. And, I don't know if 7 is better than 11, but that didn't really make that much sense to me when I saw that. And also, the board's not supposed to be the cheerleaders of they're supposed to have the oversight. And as we said now, the 2 members are going to leave at the end of this year, and 2 more will leave at the next year. But one of them still has 2 more years to go. So on July 11th, when the next board meeting is going to happen, they will have to vote whether or not that person can have a year cut down on his term. So that's still, we don't know. But either way, the 4 members will be cut out of the board in the next couple of years. There's another reason why I think this might be happening. I'll tell you about it just in 1 second. Just want to remind you guys that this video and this channel is sponsored by Xcelerate Auto, the extended warranty for electric cars, including the Tesla Model 3, up to 125,000 mile coverage, only $100 deductible. And if you apply in the description of this video, there's a link and also a discount code for you guys to save yourselves another $100. So check it out. They also do business leases for electric cars, so check them out for that as well. So there might be another reason why this is happening, because in March of this year, a bunch of shareholders have sued Tesla specifically for that. They are saying that the board is not doing its job, that the board is allowed Elon to do whatever he wants, and obviously there's some merit to it, or a lot of merit to it. So this could be part of that, the pressure, or maybe a settlement from that lawsuit. We don't know. So it's either the SEC or the lawsuit. I don't see Elon and the board doing it voluntarily. So I think that that's what's happening with this news. Now let's break it down into positives and negatives, because I think there are both. All right, so the positives is that a board that oversees the executive staff, including CEO, is good. You know, Elon is a great innovator. He's a great engineer. He's a great face of the company and the leader of the community. But he's not the best CEO. As a matter of fact, I don't even think he technically likes his job as the CEO, right? He kind of does it because he has to do it. So some adult supervision here is not bad. All companies do this. I think he will cause less issues for the company. I think the investors will have more faith in the company and would be more eager, more likely to invest or suggest to their customers to invest. So I think overall this is good. There's just too many good news that are happening with Tesla to waste it all on pushing and allowing all of this bad publicity. Now, of course, there's negative because, you know, we don't really know what's happening with the company lately, right? Just a lot of weird stuff with the price changes and the lawsuits and Elon's tweets and stuff like that. So if it's a sign of something going on there, then it's probably not very good. Though I have to say that I don't think there is that much negatives here. I really think that this is all going forward towards the resolution with SEC, with any type of lawsuits with investors, and overall, this is just good for the company in any way, shape, or form you cut it. So interesting news, maybe a little odd. But depending on what's going on behind the scenes, it's not very unreasonable, and I think this is going to be a good thing. Let me know what you guys think in the description, in the comment section of this video. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe to our VIP list. This is where you guys can get exclusive content by email every week, the stuff that you don't get here on the YouTube channel or even on our website. And I also want to give a quick shout out to one of my new Patreons, Mike Calderbank. Thank you so much for joining me on Patreon community, the only place where you can watch me live. Thank you to all of my Patreons for contributing and supporting my independent channel. If you guys want to become a Patreon, just go to patreon.com/E4Electric. That link is also in the description of this video. All right, looking forward to your comments. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.